body, it's hard to pin it on something.
Yep.
Charging a crime, especially a murder, which, God forbid, this is a murder.
We're assuming at this point.
On someone where you don't have a body is a very, very serious thing to do and a very hard thing to prove in front of a jury beyond a reasonable doubt.
Well, yeah, because in the society we live in, and
Yeah.
think about your average person and how dumb we all think they
Yeah.
are, and then half the nation is dumber than that, and some of those people wind up on jury pools. And some of them may believe, well, if you don't have a body, how do you know she's dead?
Yeah.
And there's a reasonable doubt.
And that's your reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
And that's all you need in a criminal
Is
proceeding.
one of them. Yep.
Is you just need that, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
And it's designed, the entire criminal proceeding, because of that, is designed to prevent wrongful prosecution, which ends up meaning that some people who did it get away.
Yep.
To prevent the fact from people who didn't do it being prosecuted in theory.
In theory, yeah.
Right. So, I just want to run through what the police have said, and that's basically it. The last couple weeks have been kind of, in my mind blowing, in that this person has been linked to this other assault that happened in Livonia. From what the media are saying, and supposedly they've talked to other police agencies. They're using the same information to look at other unsolved sexual assaults in the area. So this is all brewing at this point. But again,
but more to the point, she's still missing.
She's missing, and if I could just ask that everybody go out, hit hashtag FindDani, DANI, FindDani. Take a look at this young woman. She was last seen basically at Telegraph and 10 Mile in Southfield. I know you guys have listeners all over the world, but who knows? Her vehicle information is out there. The Farmington Hills Police.
Well, and obviously, and you'll see the photos of her, and you'll see everything else. I mean, it's
her actually right after she was missing, her mother was on the news, basically saying, "Did you see her pulling out of the parking lot? Was she alone? What did her face? What was her facial expression?" So that's what they're trying to determine.
Yep.
So I thank you guys for letting me bring that up. I know we talk a lot of silly stuff here, but
we try to be serious every now and then.
Yeah, and I appreciate you letting me be the serious one. And quite frank, if I can, my girlfriend's friend circle, she actually falls in to the point where my girlfriend and her were going to stand up in a wedding this fall.
Oof.
So it's close to home for me. I live in Farmington, so it's a big deal in Farmington. But it's become such a big deal in Metro Detroit and Michigan, and just need to spread the awareness.
Well, and just talking about where there were flyers at the event that I was at Saturday.
Oh, right.
Because they said they were both true crime podcasts, and there were flyers there.
Yeah, there's another one that her parents actually, I don't want to say her parents, but there's a lot of people running women's self-defense classes under the FindDani hashtag. There's also these wear and share. I actually had a T-shirt that said hashtag FindDani I was going to bring in today. But there's T-shirts. People are getting their cars. You see cars that say hashtag FindDani. So again, the awareness is out around here. I just ask that anybody just type in your Googler hashtag FindDani, learn about the situation. There's a lot to digest there. So.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. We'll reset. Heaviness. Grab another drink. Do our thing, and then we'll come back with more silly stuff to wrap it up.
Absolutely.
Perfect. This is the IT in the D show,
and we'll be right back.
IT in the D. Read, meet, listen. Networking Detroit. One beer at a time.
Hey guys, it's Ty Mogg, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. You're listening to the IT and D show.
ITinthed.com.
Welcome back, segment 4, episode 204. This is the IT and the D show, broadcasting here in Podcast Detroit, Royal Oak, Michigan. Bob the sales guy, Dave the geek, Nuri the FNG, Randy, I do the Twitter's Walker. Find us online.
Who is now card official.
Got business cards.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a different card.
Yeah, you got your medical
the green card.
Actually, did we ever get you cards?
Yeah, you got me cards.
I thought
years
so.
ago.
I did, right off the bat.
All right, I thought so.
Find us online,
Is that
IT
bone? That's totally bone.
in the D. FindDani.com.
All the things. And yeah, so again, don't forget Ann Arbor, Connor O'Neill's tomorrow night, Nancy Whiskey down in Corktown next Thursday. This weekend, probably floating around Motor City Steam Con. Go check them out. I understand they still have a few tickets left available. It's MotorCitySteamCon.com. Should be a good time. It's girls in corsets. How bad can it be?
It's steampunk.
It's
really-
steampunk. It's what blows Bob's mind.
When you see me tomorrow at Connor O'Neill's, ask me for one of these new cards.
There you go.
They're very shiny.
It's bone.
So, hey, a good way to wrap things up. We always, it's what's going on downtown is always a fun thing, and I know the meme that we posted got a little traction with the exception error on the queue line stop.
Oh my god!
Where instead of naming the stop, it started exposing code variables and all that fun stuff.
I can drive from Great Lakes Crossing outlets to the Renaissance Center faster.
Then you can get on at the first stop of the queue line.
Yes,
I can walk faster than the queue line.
That's the fake Michigan Pure Michigan ads. He's like, at the pace of a 62-year-old woman,
Right. Stopping at every stoplight and every bike.
right?
And every, yeah.
I do find it funny what you said because every time I've seen the LED display, it always says DHCP config, searching for DHCP. And as an IT guy, I see. I'm like, oh my god, it's
Dear Rocket Fiber.
It's not even online. I'm standing in this thing.
Did you see the Free Press's Q line race?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Just proving yet again it's not. Yeah.
Well, it came in fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still quicker than walking,
Ish.
and the bus still
Yeah.
quicker than the bus.
The
That's
one
it.
time we tried to do it, so Jay and I some friends, we like to get together, typically in the winter, but we decided to do this because for a whole nother reason, to do a bar crawl, and we were going to do a queue line bar crawl, and we
Nick Britsky, the guy from Nick Drinks, did that. Like, he posted his favorite bar at every stop.
we scrapped
Yeah.
it instantly. We started at Northern Lights, and we sat there for a half an hour waiting for the queue line. Everything was coming north, and then it got stuck because the second to last train, the guy, the driver,
Conductor, maybe?
conductor,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a hat though.
Or a
Got out
pocket
to go
watch.
to the CVS. So yeah,
Seriously?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because our friends hopped in. This was at the Midtown stop.
It was at
Right.
the Milwaukee stop.
Yeah, and there's
Wherever
there's
it is
one
there.
more stop, and then it turns around and comes back. And so our friends took it from there to the one there just to be silly.
And he just had some errands to run, needed to grab a script.
The guy
or-
got out to go to CVS, and they texted us like the driver just got out to go to CVS, and we're sitting there waiting for this damn
To
train.
pick up my Valiums and some Seagrams.
Whatever.
Right.
And that's the problem with the train is that you can't go around it. So we saw three more trains come up and pile up behind it.
Yeah.
So is it already the People Mover? I haven't been on it yet.
I think it's worse.
I
No,
haven't
it's
done it
worse.
I've had the People Mover. I love.
Yeah.
Especially on like a hit of acid, the People Mover is fantastic.
Well, it's at least a continual. Hypothetically speaking.
The People Movers always work for me because I can park in Greektown and hop on the People Mover and go to the Joe because I hate parking down at the Joe.
And
Right.
it's always on time.
And
It's above the street,
yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't block
You know,
traffic.
and it works.
Yeah.
Now that the Joe is going to be no longer, I don't know that I'll ever use it. But yeah, the queue line, I don't know. It doesn't work for me.
We've taken it on like busy nights when we want to get downtown to like, Hart Plaza, but not park there, right? So you park far away, hop on it. I've got like a whole pocket full of People Mover tokens at home, and it's the best. I enjoy it, but why is the queue line so bad?
You know, it should be a race: queue line versus a pedal pub. and do a decibel rating on each. Who's going? Woo!
That'll be the pedal pub. That'll be the pedal pub.
It's funny you bring that up because so we took it from Milwaukee to Cass,
Yep.
and we stopped at a bar there, and then I was pooped. I don't know whatever. I had to leave.
You left.
And then you guys, instead of they were going to continue on the queue line, decided to rent those Quicken bikes.
The MGO bikes.
MGO
And
bikes.
I
They
saw
were
a ton of those this weekend.
Hammered off their asses.
Fantastic. I highly
Is
no,
DWI a
as
thing?
An attorney, I absolutely
You
do
can
not
still-
recommend doing this.
Still get a DUI on a bicycle.
You can, absolutely. But
why you bring
we
your
were
attorney.
absolutely stone sober when we got on these bikes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
What's the
And
penalty if you like dump it in the river?
Well,
They have
they
your credit
charge
card,
you.
right?
They have your credit card.
yeah,
They charge you for the bike, and I'll tell you what, these are not like bunny hopping bikes. These are sturdy like street bikes that it's hard to hop up on a curb with them.
I think Citibank does the same thing in New York City with bikes. Yeah.
I was down at the Athenaeum for a wedding on Saturday, coming back Sunday, and I swear to God, I saw more people on those stupid bikes than I care to. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. I go, this is really a thing? Like, Saturday afternoon, we had to go to Shinola to replace a watch band. They're everywhere.
So are people renting those bikes to do slow roll?
No.
I feel like that would be the vicious circle of your life.
No,
Can you do
you're
that? Because you have to re-rack it every 30 minutes or something.
no, you get it for 24 hours.
But you have to park it every 30 minutes in order to not be charged a higher rate.
Oh, we did not do that, and I didn't notice an additional charge. But at the same time, we rode those bikes from. We got them in right outside of
Like Cass Cafe.
Cass Cafe-ish, and rode them all around downtown area, and eventually parked them outside of One Woodward, and went to another bar, and it was great.
Can you put your bikes on the queue line?
Well, and actually, speaking of that Free Press article, they rented a bike and they biked down, and one of the dudes wrecked himself on a queue line track.
He should have checked himself first, before he wrecked himself.
Is it REQD? Correct.
But I'm pumped. But yeah, no, and that's the big thing about the queue line is that people don't understand. People who aren't from a city, I'm from Toronto, and I know how to ride a bike or drive a car with a streetcar track.
Right.
And people around here this is completely alien to them.
Well, it's like traffic circles.
Yeah.
Traffic circles have showed up here, and it's like crop circles started appearing on campus marshes. People have lost their damn minds and have no idea what to do with them.
Yeah.
And it's not that complicated.
No.
It's really not.
It's an opportunity for a really hard left.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, kids, Big Ben, Parliament.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The ultimate traffic circle. So as you're running all these adventures downtown, where are some of you, where are some places you guys want to pop into that maybe people don't know about or haven't hit in a while?
Oh, the Keep.
Keep? I don't know that one.
Love the Keep.
Really?
The Keep is great. We've been to it a couple times on our Docker benders, as we like to call them. And it's just a low-key, chill, sort of underground pseudo.
Actually, underground. It's in the basement.
I remember
it's in the
this
basement.
one. Yeah, it was that freaking cave.
It was, it is literally-
Okay. I'm like, dude, I know I was there. I was hammered, but what the? Oh, yeah. It was that gray door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My wife loved Bad Luck. If I never go there again, I'll be fine. But she's like, that's all she talks about is going back there, which is in that alley.
I know I've
between
been there.
Woodward.
I don't know where it is.
You don't know.
It's like 8 tables and the drinks are all $20.
Yeah.
Or more, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
There's no sign on the door. It's like they check and see if it's available. Then there's no one in there, and I'm like, they just checked it. They knew there was nobody in there.
I mean, my favorite place, and probably everybody already knows about it, is Honest John's. I feel like Honest John's has one of the most universal and good menus. There's all these other places that have, Selden Standard has an amazing menu, but some people might not like it, and obviously there's a wait.
Well, and not necessarily like just a go hang out place.
Yeah, it's not a comfortable. Yeah, I like comfortable places. Honest John's to me is like the perfect place. I've gotten Tigers tickets for an afternoon game. I've popped in there for breakfast, hung out, drinks, Uber to the game. I love Honest John's.
I will say that on Theater Bazaar weekends, you will probably find a bunch of ghoulishly dressed individuals having breakfast at Honest John's.
Yeah, when we do Theater Bazaar, we have to get painted up about 11 a.m., and then we don't have anything to do until, 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
So we go and eat. Yeah, so all these guys painted up looking like ghouls. And since I'm always driving, we go to Honest John's.
Yeah.
Hail Zombo.
Yes,
Oh, Hail
thank you.
Zombo.
Hail Zombo. I love Green Dot. Green
Dot is
Dot
good.
Stable.
Bob's favorite place.
Yeah.
Everything's
Everything's
free.
You hate it?
Put it in Rochester Hills. It would never go
It
anywhere.
would never go anywhere.
Quote, quote.
I just feel
No,
if
it's
you put
so
that-
hipster.
If you put that in insert city here that's not there, it would be just some trash
riddle?
bar.
That Korean slider, though,